Hello, my name is Sarah Stitzlein. I am a professor of education and philosophy at the University of Cincinnati. And recently I published an article entitled Philosophers of Education as Public Intellectuals Engaged in Political Issues. This article appears as part of the 75th anniversary edition of Educational Theory, and it takes up just one of the many different ways of doing philosophy of education, but one that's grown in increasing relevance in recent years. It considers whether and how philosophers of education should work as public intellectuals addressing political issues. So in schools, these might be issues related to policy, to curriculum content, school practices, or even some of the larger culture wars that are currently impacting schools in the United States and elsewhere. I consider the benefits of that approach, what it offers to the field of philosophy of education and to the general public. So, for example, I look at how philosophers of education can help others clarify the values and the political ideologies that are at play in our schools, how they can help the public ask critical questions about school practices and policies, and then how they can facilitate efforts to improve those practices and policies. So these philosophers of education then do philosophy both for and with the public. They help the public understand educational issues while also learning from and alongside the public. So philosophers of education of this sort can also play a helpful imaginative role. They envision how things can be done differently in schools. They invite public conversations about how things might be otherwise in our classrooms. They can then work with the public to help them take action on shaping new alternatives. Those philosophers of education can facilitate public discussions of educational issues and shape public commentary and understanding through media outlets that differ from more traditional philosophical pieces, so like journals and book publications. Instead, they might publish in newspapers, op-eds, podcasts, etc. My article also poses some provocative questions about the risks and rewards of this sort of approach to the field. So, for example, it asked whether philosophers of education may actually have a responsibility to engage in this particular approach, given how political forces are threatening public schools and higher education. So, in sum, the article considers just one emerging form of philosophy of education as public intellectualism, and it considers its benefits as the journal moves past its diamond anniversary, inviting others to join in this particular approach to doing philosophy of education well.